Hello, it's Dale here. I'm still on the paper napkins, but we're calling this one Paper Napkins Part 4 Plus because I'm only starting a little with paper napkins. But just coming back to all these various things that you scrinkle and whatnot, and as you know, I've done lots of stuff with my of my family stuff, so I thought I'd play with a few different things. And this is my great-great-grandparents had a bakery, and I guess all of us have managed to have one piece of, this was in our house all the time, and all our lunch sandwiches were wrapped in it, wax paper, the original. So, but whatever you do, don't use your originals. I've just scanned it, it's quite precious almost. Could be auctioned on Trade Me or something. And I printed it lots of times and stitched on it, so I've got, it's just on straight printing paper. It's quite firm and so on. So I thought I've used it in different ways, like at different times I've put organza on it and thought about what I might do. And this one here is just one where I've used part of it and some other drawings, like the flowers that are in my grandmother's polka dots. She used to do a lot of poker work, and the cups and the bread and etc. And some pictures. I put a whole lot of pictures, printed them onto sticky labels. That's always quite useful to do this. That's my grandmother's poker tray. And so I just pulled off some of the little sticky labels. It's all part of the family image thing. And I put a few down onto here. And then I got a piece of part of this, and I stitched it like I would for a table napkin. And I really like it, and it's given me ideas to think about other things that I might do. So this, I washed it, and of course, you sort of keep working it if you want to. But look, it's a wonderful layer to go over the top. We'll go this way, so it could be over here as a lift-up layer to bring up what you've got. And of course, you can wet it again, spray it, pull out bits that you want at any time. And so really pleased with that idea. Then I got another one, and this time I stitched it, and I painted it with gesso, I think this time, gesso or whatever, MAC medium or whatever I feel like. And to get it out is a little bit harder than because you've got to really work at it through. But you're going to get sort of more precise. And I painted a lot, so it's quite firm, so I'll just pick out one. This is, so rather than a rubbing thing like I'm used to doing with paper napkins, this one is picking, so it's a picking project. And just, again, it's very, very firm and tough. But it's another way, it'll give you another layer, different, so you can see the different sort of layer, because you've got a nice raggy one and it's much more structured one, so you can pull out what you want just by working away. And you know, various things like I'm going to work with, like that's my grandparents' marriage certificate, so I'll put that and come back and work out with that sort of thing. And again, with the layering, that's the photo of them that I think is here somewhere. You have a limited number of photos and what you might do with it. But you keep all these things and never use your originals, always use copies. I've got mountains of stuff like the cup and saucer, which I guess we all have a cup and saucer. They were selling on Trade Me for about $600. And lots of images that I will use in different ways when I get around to thinking about it all. So that's that. I'll just put that there as I keep working. And then I went on to this Japanese paper that we have. The Japanese paper comes in books and sheets and all sorts of things, and I sell them all. But this paper is incredibly strong. In fact, it's nigh impossible. You know, look at ripping it. And it's also double-sided because it's been written on both sides. It's not 2 pages, it's only one. And it stitches so beautifully. And so I've done exactly the same thing here. I've stitched my grid and I've wet it, and it's very strong, so it's hard to get apart to get those bits out. Look at how difficult it is. So it was a sort of scrunching and moving. Whatever you've got, these papers, some of them are so beautiful, but what they're made of or the strength of them or so on will influence. I could run it under the tap and be really vicious, but So just working those fibres out, these fibrous papers. So you've got inklings of, so wrangling it out. Yeah, there we go there. And so I've got an enormous collection of Japanese paper napkins to be used. And you could layer this over top of one of these, this sort of one when I've got it open. So that's a paper napkin that I've used on some paper. So, you know, getting to my samples and thinking about how else I might use them. Once again, as I said with the paper napkins, just keep thinking about what you've got and how you might use these in your work in so many ways. And I thought, well, just to finish off this little one, just to show you how I'm getting along, I'm making little buttons with my family to put on, like wrap on the edge of, perhaps to link the books and things up with, joining them up with a button, and just playing with ideas, which is what it's all about. All started for me with these paper napkins. So I hope it's given you little ideas, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.